The casual community in Apex is the most toxic it's ever been, and I'm not sure why. All of a sudden, if you have any feedback, critique, or criticism for a game, in this case Apex, it is met with nothing but must be a complainer, a big streamer, a pro player, skill issue, all these random things. Which is insane, coming from the same community that goes, why is gold knockdown shield or self-revive getting removed? The item never worked in the first place. It's like, what do you mean it never? If the item never worked in the first place and it was never very useful, why shouldn't it change? Like, these folks have to realize the difference between complaints and criticism and feedback and all this stuff. A complaint is just saying, I don't want this to change, and not giving a good explanation as to why. Maybe the reason why the pro players can actually have things change in the game is because they can give a decent reason as to why it should change. If the casual players were better at doing that, maybe things for them would change. And in my case, in this video, the reason I'm making it in the first place, the comment section is the worst it's ever been. I've had backlash before, right? I make videos, suggestions, which actually get implemented into the game. Back when we had RevTame meta, I suggested, why not make it to where Octane Pad has, like, sound to it? Like, that's the biggest issue back then. Octane Pad had no sound. And Revenant Ultimate didn't have any, like, indicator. I posted, like, on a comment on a video saying, why not give Rev Ultimate Loba's, like, aura on her ultimate? And that ended up happening. And even for those videos, you're bad, just get good. It's like, it's just feedback, dog. Games have to be balanced. You need counterplay. It's insane to me. In a video, I'm talking about the respawn system, explaining why it's bad, which is critique. I'm critiquing the system, going over exactly how it works and the problems it leads to. And in this case, you have people who leave the game when they get knocked and thirsted. Whether it's on your team, the enemy team, doesn't matter. It happens almost every game for me in pubs. That's not healthy. They're not getting respawned. They would rather leave the game than get respawned. You have half the lobby dying in the first 2 minutes of the game, 3 minutes of the game. That's not healthy either. Like, it's not fun, because if you're not hot dropping, you're not fighting. If you're landing like ice cube cold, you aren't playing in the game. You're just playing a looting simulator. There's no practice there. And if you're hot dropping, you're just praying to the RNG gods, you get a freaking P2020. In most cases, you get nothing, and it sucks. There's so many awful experiences that play into this whole system, and the majority of it's caused by the respawn system being bad. Pointing that out met me with nothing but the silliest criticism in the freaking world, because all it led to was people saying, must be bad, can't win games. I have an 18% win rate over like 10,000 games almost. Yeah, I just can't win. I'm pretty sure that's not bad. And mind you, I play a lot of games like an absolute dent. If I was just trying to win every single game, I'd have close to like a 25% win rate. But I try and actually enjoy the game and have fun. But it's just so hard to do that nowadays given the terrible respawn system in pubs, which I'm trying to highlight. Definitely a COD player who switched over who needs 10 retries to win. Got me, bro. You definitely got me. Haven't played Call of Duty in like for more than maybe 10 hours in the past 9-10 years. God, I miss the days of get good. Seriously, streamers complain about everything. Now I'm a streamer. When they say streamer, I imagine they mean someone who gets like at least 100 plus views, or like a lot of views. 15 isn't a lot of views. I wouldn't call myself a streamer. Like, if someone asked me, Doe, what do you do for a living? I wouldn't say I stream. I'd say I make videos. And that could be mistaken for some sus stuff, but hey. You get to respawn in a battle royale. My favorite statement, not really. My favorite statement is, it's a battle royale, bro. Because it's like the end-all, catch-all phrase to just sort of not have any explanation for how something actually works, and to just say what everyone knows is happening. The sky's blue. You're not explaining anything. It's actually an awful way to really have a conversation, if you ask me. It's like, why even type it in the first place? It's a battle royale, bro. Respawning should be close to impossible. Oh, really? How come in Warzone, another battle royale, respawning is actually far easier? How come in a Hyperscape, a now dead battle royale, respawning was far easier? In Bloodhunt, respawning is far easier. These are all battle royales. But the respawn systems are just easier, more convenient, less punishing, more rewarding, lead to more gameplay. Whereas in Apex, you have people who camp banners in pubs. You have folks who leave the game because why wait to get respawned? Like, you could win the fight like 2 seconds after your teammate gets knocked, and they'll leave the game. Because it's like, why wait? You know, like what if my team doesn't win this? Like, they don't even wait to stick around because it's a waste of time. It's so much faster to get into another match. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is why pro players and big streamers shouldn't have a say in games. Y'all ruin games for the other 99% of casual players. The casual players who are complaining about gold knock being changed, removing self-revive, which gives you a second chance in the game itself. But these same players will sit here and be like, nah, the respawn system is fine. Do you not see the hypocrisy in that? Because the difference is the gold knockdown shield, the self-revive, was a random item that, in their own words, barely ever worked. Why not have a system that makes it so everybody gets the same chance to have more fun, have more fights in pubs? But nah, I'm just a big streamer and a pro player who's just complaining about the game. If it was that easy to be a pro player, bruh, I'd be signed to TSM, NRG, 100 Thieves, Complexity. I'd be signed to one of them by now. But it's not that easy. Literally not an issue at all. Stop complaining about nothing. About nothing. I sit there and I explain exactly why it's broken. Not an issue. Nice. The system isn't an issue. It's the teammates who can't survive without me. That's an ego problem right there. Because there are definitely teammates who are far better than you. Hate to break it to you. Sounds fine to me. It's just part of the game. You need to get used to it. And something you need to expect. I need to expect my teammates to leave the moment they get knocked and thirsted. And there should be nothing done to sort of fix that. Great. Solid. See, this is why the casual community, it's like, no one will take you seriously if you do not think for yourself and think more critically. Like, imagine being a dev reading that shit. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to Imperial How next time. I'm gonna go ahead and like read what Imperial How Energy Suite has to say, because reading these comments, I'm getting freaking actual brain worms. Like, if I was a dev, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just not. That's why devs like to use things like Reddit and Twitter for feedback, because those posts get a lot of like likes and whatnot. And those likes indicate maybe it's a decent post. And then they read it and they don't just go, dang, it has 10K likes. We're gonna for sure change that. They think about what it implies for their own game with their own vision as developers, because they make the changes, and then they change stuff. It's not because pro players say, we want things changed. Wah. It doesn't matter if they want things changed. If the devs don't give a damn, they don't give a damn. It's like the same reason why the respawn system hasn't been changed in forever, because the devs don't give a damn. And they need to. It is not fun playing the game and like every other match, your teammate leaves. An enemy you down leaves. That's not the Apex I want to be playing. And I think a solution here is to separate pubs and ranked. Make ranked however stupid you want to make it. Make it to where Preds are being put against diamonds and plats. I don't care. I could give a damn less. But make pubs more fun. Try out random stuff. Maybe a perk system. For sure, fixing their respawn system. What that entails, I don't quite know. I can give suggestions every single day of the week, but it doesn't matter. It matters what the devs think is right for the game. To me, we already have a buyback. We already have a buy station, replicators. Why not try buybacks? Why not fix the banner system? The two biggest problems of the respawn system is that banners suck big ol' ween, and respawning itself is just trash. The respawn ship is just trash. Those two things need to be adjusted. Bruh, ain't no way you guys are complaining about a respawn. It's a second chance for your teammates. Of course it's hard to do. Just don't die. In the video, I don't talk about me dying at all. I don't talk about me not being able to win at all. But that's what the majority of the comments are like, bro can't win, he's mad. Like, what? That's literally the point. Lol. Bruh. Like, these folks need to read why Warzone made their respawn system not trash. And in Apex's defense, they made their respawn system first, whatever. But still, it's time to improve the system. I don't care if Apex made it first. No one cares. Because who's out here driving a horse-drawn wagon to school? Because that came before cars. But nobody really cares. What matters is what is good right now. The answer is not Apex's current respawn system. It's not good. We need improvement. That's what keeps games alive. Like, these live service games need constant improvement. In Apex's case, they're not doing a whole lot right. Let's just be completely frank. We have these collection events. They're not really, they're not the juice. We got cosmetics that usually aren't that fire. Recently, there's been some okay ones, but it's like hit or miss. The battle pass is meh. Like, there's just so many things that do not make Apex look amazing. But meanwhile, it's getting so many new players. Imagine what would happen if Apex was making their game as good as it could be, which doesn't require that much work. It just requires addressing the massive issues. And I guarantee you, fixing the respawn system would alleviate the annoyances of getting killed by no audio, getting third-partied, getting ring camped, getting all these things to happen to you in pubs, because at least you know there's a decent chance you get to come back to the game, and there's also more people to shoot once you do come back to the game. But I'm just saying, like, Apex, bro, try LTMs. Please, for the love of God, try more LTMs. Like, the community loved whenever you're actually trying LTMs and testing stuff, because that showed them maybe you'd actually add these things to the game in some form or fashion to make it better. But we haven't had LTMs in so long. Instead, we've had like 6, maybe not 6, like 5 collection events. Like, we get it. You want our money. That's fine. You can have our money, but just give us content in return. You haven't been giving us content though. And not to mention, where's that creator code at, bro? Where's the creator code? I don't even care if I get one, but just add one. I'd like to have one, honestly. But it's like, you're gonna charge $150 for collection events? I can't use freaking creator code macro, right? What the F is that? Just stop being so greedy. You can be greedy, right? Get your money. If you're making a good game, you should get paid. I'm with that. But you're being a little too greedy. And also sell some finishers that are separately. Don't make me pay $150 for a cool new finisher. I'll pay like 10. That is the video. Apex needs to do better. It can do better. The casual community needs to freaking get better and understand what's actually happening in the game and stop being so freaking nitpicky about stuff that makes no sense. Form some logic. Develop better critical thinking and just quit blaming the pros for everything and the big streamers for everything. Just think harder about the game and you'll realize that maybe some of these changes aren't so bad, because after all, change in video games is necessary. Without change, games die. Anyway, I'm Doe. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good day. Catch you later. Peace.